Hey guys, just wanted to bring you a new fidget spinner unboxing. At least I'm assuming this is a fidget spinner. This came in the mail today from Inspire Realty. I don't know why it came from Inspire Realty, except maybe this is the business office of the manufacturer. So this is going to be a unboxing where you and I both can be surprised exactly what is going to come out of this thing. So let me get the old cheap box cutter out and get her opened up here. See if that'll work out well. And let's see what's in there. And oh, look, it looks like it's from Noble Spin. That is a very, very nice logo. So let's see what's in the box, because they did contact me a week or so ago, I believe, about a week ago, and said they were going to send me a couple spinners to review, and I promised to do an honest review of their spinners, but they didn't exactly say what they were going to send. So we have two Noble Spin boxes. They look very nice. And let's see what's inside. Come on now. Let me shake it open here. I may have to edit this part out because it's taking a bit of effort to get these open. So it is a very precisely made box. So you know that they put this much effort into making the boxes fit properly. You know that the quality of the spinner is going to have to be at least as good. Here we go. And looks like a flat black spinner. And I'm not sure what the name is. I may have to look it up to find out what the name of it is. And it's got a really nice insert. Let's see if there's, I see plastic under the bottom, so let's see if there's maybe something in that plastic under the bottom. Come on now. Come on out of there. I feel something, maybe like a little tool. Nope. Oh, it's a, looks like a fiber cloth, so you can clean your spinner. One of those. Is it fiber cloth or is it a pouch? I can't tell. Let's open it up and find it. It is a fiber cloth, or it may not be fiber. It feels like silk almost, but I'm sure it's good for cleaning your spinner off. Yeah, let's get that out of the way and show you what you really want to come to see. It is this spinner. So it is a flat black, almost a charcoal. I would call it charcoal color, maybe grayish charcoal. And let's get the caps off if I can. There they go. They're nice big caps. If you can see them, I see the curvature of the caps and the light reflecting off them. So this is going to be a really good spinner if you want to bounce it on your finger or try to do tricks with it. And I got the wrong side up, of course. That's the shield or the guide that keeps the bearings in place. And we'll flip it over. Oh, there we go. This looks like a hybrid ceramic bearing. I'm looking around the side of the camera so I can, but they do look like the black bearings, black ceramic bearings, that is. So if I can get it on the light here where you can see it better and focus it. There we go. Yeah, I think those are black ceramic bearings. So they look very, very nice. Probably going to provide a very smooth and long spin, and we'll test that out in a minute. I want to pop the other box open real quick so you can see what other one they sent me, because I'm sure that's exactly what you would like to see, because that's what I'd like to see in a review, is show me the money, show me the money. So, come on now. This is going to take a minute to get this open again, so bear with me please so I can... Oh, here we go. Chrome and brass is what it looks like here. And these little tabs here are really handy for getting the spinner out. Otherwise, you're going to be going to get a pry bar to get them out of there, because there's no finger holes on the side. But I do like the little pull tabs there. It does come in handy. It looks like it's also got a plastic cloth in the bottom there. I mean, a plastic bag with a cleaning cloth in the bottom. And yeah, this, if you like chrome or if you like a flat black, it's hard for me to really choose, because I do like flat black at some time, or a flat charcoal color at times. But at other times, I feel like I want something shiny, and these are pretty hefty. I would say these are at least 3 ounces. Well, I'll weigh them in just a minute to be certain, because they do feel heavy. And let's pull this one off. I'm sure the bearings are still the same in this one, the black ceramic hybrid bearings, and this one is a bit tougher. to get open. So I think I may give up on this one because it is taking quite a bit of effort to get started. But a little bit, if my fingers weren't so slippery right now, I'm sure they would come open. But let's get a good spin on that one and see how it reflects off the light. Man, that is nice. I like the color contrast between the brass caps and the chrome body, or maybe a stainless steel body. It does look more chrome than stainless steel, but it is extremely shiny. If you like shiny, this is nice, and it does not show any signs of slowing down. And as you can tell, it's got a little bit of sound to it, not a whole lot of sound. If you hold it up at a distance about like that, which is about 2 feet from my head, you can still hear it barely, but it will not bother people around you. And I notice that even though it does make sound, and it does sound like the bearings are making noise, it doesn't actually, you don't actually feel any feedback from it. So if you like a smoother spin with just a teeny tiny bit of feedback, this one is a really good one for that. So let's try the charcoal one here, or flat black, whatever your preference of the color choice here is. And this one does sound the same. I would even say this one's a little bit quieter for some reason. Maybe because the brass caps are making the difference in making the other one louder. Let's see if I can focus, please. Yep, we go focus on that. And if you like a solid flat color, not something that's not as shiny, but some people do prefer a nice flat color. I've seen lots of flat black cars in my town. They'll have flat black cars, and they'll have flat black rims as well to match. So some people like to have everything darkened out. So I'll give you another shot of the side here and the spinning, and you can see the contrast between the hub, which is either stainless steel or chrome colored, and the flat charcoal or flat black color of the caps. So this one does do very well for finger tricks, for balancing, as you can see. And it does not wobble. If you notice there's no wobble back and forth, that's a sign of a really, really well made spinner, very precision made spinner. And I don't know how long it's going to spin, but we're fixing to find out how long it's going to spin. Oh, before I do that, let me do one more thing. Let me weigh them for you. I did forget about that. I wanted to do several tests to show you everything I can about the spinners. And let me turn my scale on here. And for a comparison, I have my 3D printed tri spinner here. This is your standard size tri spinner, made out of plastic and steel ball bearings. I mean steel bearings. So you see 1.95 ounces. Let's get that one out of the way. Let's try this one. And like I said, I'm thinking it's going to head towards 3 ounces, but I'm actually a little bit wrong on that. 2.3 ounces. And the other one is 2.25. Surprising. I actually thought this one would be a little bit heavier because it has the brass caps, but apparently I was wrong. So let me get that out of the way. Do a quick measurement for you. I got my little micrometer here from Harbor Freight for, I think I paid like $15 for it. It's come in really handy. You always want to start it closed like that before you turn it on, because otherwise the starting point will not be at the correct zero starting point. So just to kind of give you a comparison on the size of how big it will be in your hand. Just want to show the plastic one here. This is your, like I said, your standard size tri spinner. And it's 2.95 inches, so right at 3 inches. And then we have the Noble Spin spinner. And let's get this one measured in here. Whoops. It's a little bit tricky because it is, the metal is very, very shiny and slippery. Measure it, and that's 2.04 inches. So it's about a little bit less than 3/4 inch shorter than your standard tri spinner. So that means this one's going to be very good for carrying in your pocket. It is a little bit heavier, and you will feel the weight in your pocket. It's sort of like having 4 or 5 keys in your pocket, I believe, as a comparison for the weight. But if you have loose pockets, this one's going to be very good for spinning in your pocket. So let's see what else is next. Oh yeah, I forgot. Let's get all this stuff out of the way and do the spin test to give you an idea of just how long these are going to spin. And I think we're going to get some really good results. So I'm going to try to spin them both at the same time, but you have to allow for a little bit of difference because I'm not going to be able to spin them with the exact same amount of force, and I'm not going to be able to start the timer exactly as they start to spin. So make sure I've got them lined up here, and they're not going to bang each other, and I'm not going to accidentally knock them into each other when I spin them. And get my phone here in the light properly so it doesn't have a reflection. Bear with me. This is about 6 o'clock in the evening, and the sunlight's streaming in, and it's really screwing up with my camera, or my tablet. I'm using a tablet now, Samsung Galaxy tablet. So I've upgraded my equipment just a little bit. So here we go. Do the spin test right quick. Hopefully you'll have hung in there with me so far. Oh, stop that. I did not spin them both at the same speed. Still didn't do it right. Let me get back. Try them backwards. There we go. As you can see, I still didn't do it right. Whew. There we go. That's about as close as I can get to having the exact same amount of speed. They felt pretty close. I know I spun this one just a little bit less force. So they have the exact same bearings. They weigh almost exactly the same. So the spin time is going to be very, very close for both models. And you have to understand with ceramic bearings, when they first come out of the factory, they're going to have a little bit of oil possibly in the races, in the bearing housing. And as you spin these, they're going to actually wear a groove into the stainless steel housing that protects them. And they'll actually increase in speed just a little bit over time. I haven't really timed it myself to find out, but I have noticed that my spinners do feel like they get smoother in the first few hours of playing with them. And they do seem like they spin just a little bit longer. So I see we're crossing the 1 minute mark, and these things I can hear them slowing down a little bit, but not significantly. And the way they're spinning, they are really, really spinning well. We may have a 3 to 4 minute spinner on our hands here. So I'm going to just hang back and keep my hand out of the camera so that I don't get accused of tapping the spinner and giving an extra push like I've had happen in one of my other videos. So, and this time it's not going to be sped up or edited, so if you want to see the whole thing, you're going to have to wait it out just like I have to. So as I said, the very top one, the dark charcoal one or flat black one, it did not get spun as hard as the bottom one. So that's why the shiny one with the brass caps is continuing to spin just a little bit longer. So I would not hesitate to tell you that I would think the flat black one or flat charcoal one there is going to spin just as long as the polished one. Oh, kill it right there, 13. So I would safely call it at 2 minutes 12 seconds, just to round it down a little bit, and to allow for operator error, the operator being me. Yeah, so these are some really fantastic spinners. I think they're really cool looking. They're really nice if you like smaller spinners and you like to feel some weight in your hand when you're spinning. If you don't want to do tricks with these, they do have nice caps that will allow you to balance them on your fingers and maybe even toss them back and forth between your hands. I have not mastered that trick yet, but my neighbors have. They mastered it in one day, and I still haven't mastered it after several months. But these are some really, really cool spinners. You got your choice. You got flat, which some people prefer, and you've got shiny, depending on if you're having a day where you like to have the light reflect off your spinners. So that's all for now, I believe. And if you get a chance, check out Noble Spinners. They do make some high quality spinners, and I will be leaving their contact information in the description box below. I'll talk to you later.